What up, guys? It's Mommy D and
Gayla.
And today we are doing our My Labor and Delivery story. So, for those who are new to my channel, I am Mommy D. That's Gayla. She's my little sister. She also has a YouTube channel. Her channel will be down below. And I also have a channel with my boyfriend called the P Plus D Show. Check that out. That also will be down below. And I have a baby. His name is Pierre. He's officially 1 month and a couple weeks. He's 6 weeks old, basically. And he's actually over there watching me.
He's chilling.
Right, just chilling. But anyway, let's get to the point. My labor and delivery story. Up until my actual delivery, I was planning on doing a natural birth. And I was like, all right, my mom was like, well, I did a natural with all three of y'all. And as you can see, we got some big heads. So I was like, no, I can do a natural. It all started February 25th. If I look down, I'm looking at some notes I wrote. So on that day, I had a very high, I was already very frustrated because it was a week after my due date. Not a week, it was some days. I was due February 21st. And I was like, oh my God, he won't come. And be like, you need to go walk. You need to go do this. You need to go do this. I was lazy during my pregnancy, so I didn't do that. But, yeah, I was like, all right, he gonna come eventually. So I ordered my favorite breakfast. Like, I had a mad craving from my favorite breakfast place. And then we went grocery shopping. That night, that February 25th, that night, I was cleaning like crazy. Like, what time was it?
It was like 10 when everybody's falling
You
asleep.
sure it wasn't like midnight? Because y'all were all asleep already.
Maybe it wasn't midnight.
Yeah, it was around that time. It was around midnight. And I'm just cleaning, like banging stuff. Like, I was getting all his stuff. I was redoing all his stuff. And I'm just cleaning. So my mom wakes up like, what are you doing? And she get mad when she get waking up out her sleep. And I'm like, I'm cleaning up, da-da-da-da. So she's like, oh my God, go to bed. So anyway, I started cleaning like crazy. Then I finally went to sleep. Okay, wait, maybe it was around 10 o'clock. Because I went to the bathroom around 12:45. So yeah, it was around 10 o'clock. So I went to the bathroom around 12:45. I was using the bathroom, and out of nowhere, I threw up. Like, I got super, super duper hot. And I'm thinking, okay, it's just one of those pregnancy hot flashes. But then I kept getting hotter, and then I threw up. I'm like, okay, something's wrong. For 3 days straight, I was having contractions very consistent, like every 6 minutes. But I mean, it was the Braxton Hicks contraction, so, you know, after a couple hours, you get used to it. So, but my contractions at the time were still 6 minutes apart. And then, out of nowhere, they got super intense. Like, boom! Like, that junk hurt so bad. So it went from every 6 minutes to every, like, minute and a half. And they got intense real quick. Like, it went, like I said, 6 minutes to a minute and a half intense. So I called my mom from the bathroom because I'm on the phone with Pierre's dad. And I'm like, he watching me, like, he not watching me, but he on the phone through all of this. So he like, go get your mom. And I said, no, I'm going to wait because I had 2 false alarms before I actually went into labor. Like, my first false alarm was I thought my water broke while I was in the shower. And then my second, I wasn't feeling him move at all. So that wasn't really a false alarm. That was just, you know, a concern. But anyway, he's like, go get your mom. I'm like, no, not yet. Because at this time, it's like, I want to say 1 something. My mom get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to work. So I was like, I don't want to get her yet. If I get her, we go to the hospital and she still got to go to work. She's going to be pissed at me. So I was like, not yet. He's like, you're being stupid. Go get her. And I was like, no, not yet. But then when I tried to get off the toilet, at the time, I'm still on the toilet. I tried to get off. I could barely stand up. Like, I was standing up, hunched over. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go get her now because it hurts and I can barely stand and all that. So I went to go get her. No, first I called her. When I tried to get up, I sat right back down. So first I tried to call her from the bathroom. Mind you, my bathroom is right next to my mom's room. So she couldn't hear me. She was just ignoring me. I was like, oh my God. I was like, Mom, because I didn't feel good. So I said it twice. She didn't answer. She heard me because I could tell she was up, but she didn't answer. So then I'm like, okay, I got to try to get up and go in her room because she probably thought it was another false alarm. So then I got to get up and go in her room. So I get up, I go in her room, barely walking. Like I'm hunched over, like trying to walk into her room. I was like, Mom, we got to go to the hospital. We got to go to the hospital. And so I finally get her up. She gets in the shower. I get in the shower. And at the time, she's super excited. Like, she knows she can't come to the hospital because that's ugly, Gail. She knows she couldn't come to the hospital because she was too young. But she was super excited. And she's like, wait, do I have to go to school tomorrow? She was like,
I don't want to go to school.
She was like, yeah, why wouldn't you go to school? She asked me first. I'm like, girl, I'm in pain. I don't know. Ask Mommy. So anyway, back to the story. But she was super excited. Like, she was up, jumping around. Like, she was super excited. And then, okay, so we got to the hospital around 2:30. And then we went and checked into triage. At 3 a.m., I was 5 centimeters dilated, and my cervix was 80% softened. Now, at the time, my water still hasn't broken. So that's why my mom originally thought it was a false alarm, because my water didn't break. At 3:30, we moved to my delivery room. So I was like, yes, this is not a game. This is the real deal. I'm about to have this baby. I was scared. But what the funny thing is that, like I told you guys earlier, I planned on having a natural birth. As soon as those contractions got intense, and when I tell you we were driving down the bumpiest road, I was like, oh no, I want an epidural. So, you know, the nurses are like, okay, they're asking all their questions. I'm just like, when can I get my epidural? And then the triage nurse was like, you can get it as soon as you get in your delivery room. So then I get my delivery room. I'm like, when can I get my epidural? Like, that's my first question. That's the first thing I say to any of these. Not, hi, how you doing? When can I get my epidural? She's like, you can get it as soon as we get you checked up and all this extra stuff. It's like, I just want my epidural. Y'all can do whatever. Just do it fast. So I get my epidural. So then, anyway, around 3:56, I received my epidural. And then at 6:15, okay, so nobody told me when you got an epidural, you had to get a catheter. Why is he sliding down like that? Okay. She's going to take care of his diaper while I continue to record. So nobody told me when you get an epidural, you have to get a catheter. I looked at my mom, like, they told me, all right, we're going to come back and give you a catheter after the epidural doctor left. So I looked at, I was like, yeah, okay. Like, you know, I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest. So then I looked at my mom, I was like, wait, I don't want a catheter. She's like, you don't have a choice. You can't move. You can't walk. And she was right, because I really could not feel my legs. Like, it was intense. I could not feel my legs at all. Like, at all. They were numb. So, unfortunately, at 6:15, I got a catheter. And then at 6:33, now, mind you, I can't feel my bottom half. So, I'm like, I think I peed on myself. So, the nurse checked. I'm not for sure if you actually used the bathroom or if this was your water. So, you know, she goes and looks at it and all that. Around 6:46, they found out it was my water. So my water broke while I was at the hospital. And then around 7:15, they gave me Pitocin because I was still only 5 centimeters dilated. My cervix was at 100%, but I was still only 5 centimeters dilated. So they gave me Pitocin to, like, kick it up. At 10 a.m., I was 10 centimeters dilated. Mind you, throughout this whole time, they tell you, oh, get some sleep. But it's super hard trying to get some sleep. You got nurses coming in and out. You got your family. They're all extra loud. Like, shut up. But anyway, I didn't get any sleep, basically. The little hour of sleep I got that night is what I got. So, at 10 a.m., I was 10 centimeters. Oh, that's at 10 a.m. At 10 a.m., I was 10 centimeters dilated. But we decided to wait because we waited for his head to fall more. Like, my cervix was fully softened. I was 10 centimeters dilated, but his head was still a little further up than the doctor would like it. So we waited a little while. Well, we waited a long while actually, because I didn't start pushing until, don't know. Yeah, nobody looked at the clock when I started pushing, but I think I want to say I started pushing around 1, 2 o'clock. I want to say. I think that's safe to say. So I started pushing. My mom got all her babies out in 3 pushes. 3. I'm like, all right, 3 pushes. He gonna be out of here. The doctor's like, okay, that's a good attitude. 3 pushes. His head wasn't even nowhere near my vagina, coming out my vagina. Like, I was like, okay, I can't do this. At that point, I was like, I quit. I can't do this. But, so then, you know, I'm pushing. And then they're like, all right, we're going to use this tool. And it's a tug of war tool. It's like a metal bar, and then it's a sheet over the bar. So then the doctor has one hand down there and one hand on this sheet. And then I have both hands on the sheet, you know, to pull. And every time I pull, I push. Every time I pull, I push. So that actually helped. That actually helped a lot. But I'm like, okay, how am I losing against this girl? And she only using one hand, and I'm using both. I was like actually mad. I was really losing against her because we both were really pulling. But anyway, after that, we stopped using that, and I started pushing normally because his head started crowning when we was doing the tug of war thing. So they was like, okay, you should be able to push him out normally. So I was pushing. Now, your baby's supposed to come with their head down. Of course, my difficult child came with his head up. So that made it even more difficult to get him out. At 5:02 p.m., February 26th, he was born. Pierre was born. Yeah, I'm talking about you. He was born at 5:02 p.m. at 7 pounds 6 ounces. And I was really irritated at this point. I mean, at the point where I was pushing, I always wanted to kick everybody out, but I didn't. But I was really irritated at this point because everybody was not even on the phone. Everybody was on FaceTime. So you hear everybody conversation while, you know, I'm trying to talk to the doctor, and I'm also trying to figure out what's going on with him over there. So I didn't hear nothing the doctor said about him over, like it was another doctor over there taking care, or a nurse. And I didn't hear nothing she said. Like, I didn't find out his weight, his length, none of that until after. And then obviously, oh yeah, and I also did scan right after he was born. It was pretty cool, actually. I loved that part. But then they took him so quickly. But I couldn't hear nothing the doctor was saying about him because everybody's on FaceTime. I could barely hear what the doctor was saying about me because she was saying that I had to get stitches because I had a 2nd-degree tear. So then, yeah, I got the stitches. Those boys hurt. Like, hurt so bad. And then they do this thing. Well, before I got the stitches, this happened before I got the stitches. They do this thing when they push on your stomach. I don't know what they do it for, but that junk hurt like so bad. Like, I wanted to cry. Oh, and I didn't start crying until after he was born. When he was on my chest, that's when I started crying because it's like, oh crap, this is real. Like, I really got a baby. That's when it really hit me. Like, oh my God, I got a baby. So that's when I started crying. I felt like, why you start crying after you push? Like, most people cry during their pushing. I was like, no, I cried because it just like hit me. Like, wow, I got a baby. He laying here. Like, I really just had a baby. So yeah. But yeah, so I was getting stitches. And you know, they numb that area, but I feel like it's an area they don't numb because once they started going down more, it hurt so bad. Like, I feel like they didn't numb that area at all. But I stayed in the hospital for actually 2 days, which we weren't expecting. We was expecting to stay the next day and then go home that night. But they actually kept me for 2 days. And it wasn't nothing wrong with me or him. It's just they just kept us for 2 days. I don't know why. But yeah, that was my labor and delivery story. Thank you for watching. If you want to see any more videos from me, just let me know in the comments down below. And linked will be all my social media, my Snapchat, my sister's YouTube page, and my other YouTube page. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye.